स्टूडेंट्स, तो आज हम 11th क्लास फिजिक्स का बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक हॉर्स एंड कार्ट प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं. Many students think that if according to third law of motion that for every action there is equal and opposite direction and horse is pulling a cart, then cart will also pull the horse backward in with the same force and in opposite direction. So then how the horse will be able to take the cart in forward direction? So this is very important problem which we'll discuss today. So let's draw the diagram first. This is what cart and this is a horse. Now so I'll take cart as a one system and horse as a another system. So let's draw a free body diagram of this cart as well as horse separately. If I talk about the cart and take it as in the one system. Now tell me how many forces are acting on this cart. One will be downward direction, that is it, the weight of the cart. Weight of the cart will be mass of the cart into g, acceleration due to gravity. And in response to this weight, ground will also exert an upward force on the cart, that is known as reaction. Then another forces are, this cart is being pulled by the horse, so that we mention it as a tension. So there would be a tension in the rope which connects the horse with the cart. Okay, so this is the tension. Then another kind of force would be friction force, which is offered by the ground on the wheels of the cart, due to which cart moves. Four types of forces are acting on the cart. Okay, so if we write the equations, so in vertical direction, as there is a no movement of the cart, so it means this, according to Newton's third law, this reaction would be balanced by the weight. Okay. Okay, so now in horizontal direction, let us say that this horse is pulling the cart and this whole system is moving with the acceleration A. So cart is also moving with the acceleration A. Now in horizontal direction, one force is tension, which is acting on the right hand side, and friction is acting on the back side direction on the wheels. So if this cart have to move in forward direction, then obviously this tension would be greater than the friction force. If tension would be less or even equal to the friction force, then cart will not be able to move in the forward direction. Suppose you can also assume this like there is one cart and you apply little bit force on the cart. Will you able to pull it? No, you will not be able to pull it. Why? Because you are not able to break the limit of the static friction. Okay, so then you increase the force little bit more, still you are not able to pull the cart. Then you increase your force more strongly, then there would be one limit will come when the force applied by you will be equal to the friction force. At this time also, as the forces are balanced, so cart will not move. Now if you increase your force further this limit, then cart will start moving in the direction in which you apply the force. It means tension should be greater than the friction force to move the cart in the forward direction. So as there is acceleration in the cart in the right hand direction, so total force, net force in horizontal direction will be equal to the mass of the cart into acceleration. Same type of equations I write for the horse. Now if I draw the free body diagram of the horse, and we take this horse as in one system. Now let's see how many forces are acting on the horse. Now I assume it as a system, one system. Now how many forces are acting? One is downward direction, which will be equal to the weight of the horse, and weight is mg, mass of the horse, and acceleration due to gravity g. Okay. Now what horse have to do? Horse have to balance its weight also on the ground, and it have to move in forward direction also. So it have to do two tasks. One is to pull the cart in forward direction, and another is to balance its weight on the ground. To do two tasks, it means this horse have to apply the force at some angle with the horizontal. So this thing should be clear, that why the horse applies force at some angle on the ground. So let this angle be equal to theta with the ground. This you can understand by you taking example of you yourself also. जब हम move करते हैं आगे, suppose first case I am standing on the ground, so my feet will be just a parallel at the same level of the ground. But when I have to walk in forward direction, so I have to keep my foot at some angle to the ground. This you can practically observe. If you walk on the ground, you can check that your feet is at some angle to the ground. Why we keep our feet at some angle? Because so with your foot you apply the force at some angle with the ground, and according to the third law, Newton's third law of motion, if you apply a force in any direction on any surface of equal magnitude and in opposite direction, you will get a reaction. So this reaction will be in opposite direction and of same magnitude. Now this reaction will again be at some angle of same angle theta, because vertical opposite angles are equal. Now one component of this reaction, r cos theta, will help you to move in forward direction, and another component of this reaction, which is r sin theta, will help you to balance your weight. Okay, so that's why this force could be applied at some angle to the ground. Similar thing horse will also do in this problem. So horse will also apply a force with its feet at some angle to the ground. So if the horse is applying the force at some angle, then horse will get a equal and opposite reaction. I can resolve this reaction in two components. One will be r cos theta in horizontal direction, because this is angle theta, and another component will be r sin theta in the vertical direction. Fourth force is, which is this cart will also pull the horse in backward direction. So these are the forces which are acting on the horse, if we assume horse as one system. Now same type of equations we will write for the horse also. Because there is no motion in the vertical direction, therefore net force will be 0. So it means r sin theta will be equal to weight of the horse. Now in horizontal direction, now can you tell me that with what acceleration horse is moving? So this you should know, that if whole system is moving with acceleration a, and this system is connected with each other, these bodies are connected with each other, okay, then cart and horse both will move with the same acceleration. This you have to understand. Now take a pause. Let me explain you the concept of this. Why, if many bodies are connected with each other, why they have to move with the same acceleration? Now we'll take three cases. Case number one, let acceleration of the horse is more than the acceleration of the cart, then what will happen? After some time, rate of change of velocity of the horse will be more. So horse will change its velocity more faster as compared to the cart, because acceleration of the cart is less. So after covering some time, this horse will cover more distance as compared to the cart. Then there would be a gap between the horse and cart will occur. Okay, horse आगे निकल जाएगा और cart बहुत पीछे रह जाएगी. But this is not happening in this case, because cart and horse both have to move together. It means acceleration of the horse cannot be greater than acceleration of the cart. This was the first case. Second case, suppose we take the acceleration of the horse less than the acceleration of the cart. Now acceleration of the cart is more, so it will cover more distance because its velocities keep on increasing with the more rate. Okay, because its acceleration is more. So after some time, you will see that cart will cover more distance as compared to the horse. So there would be, in this case, the cart will try to overtake the horse, or it will apply a force from the back side. It will try to hit the horse in forward direction. Okay, because its acceleration is more and its acceleration will be less. So again, it is not possible. Why? Because no any other force is pulling the cart from back side. Only horse is pulling the cart. It means this case cannot be possible, that acceleration of the cart would be greater than the acceleration of the horse. Now third case, acceleration of both will be equal. So if acceleration of horse and cart will be equal, then only they will cover a equal distance. Okay, because their increase in the velocity will be same for cart as well as horse. तो जितना मर्जी टाइम वो आगे चलते रहे, if horse की स्पीड 2 मीटर पर सेकंड से 10 मीटर पर सेकंड हो जाती है विद इन 5 सेकंड, कार्ट की भी 2 मीटर से 10 मीटर पर सेकंड ही होगी विद इन सेम टाइम. सो they both will be attached with each other. Now this thing you have to, in generalize, you have to take care that whenever any 2 or more bodies are connected with each other, then they have to move with the same acceleration. If their acceleration would be different, they have to separate after some time. Okay, so I'll take the acceleration of the cart and horse as a same. So what the equation will form in the horizontal direction? So r cos theta, why? Because this force is, acceleration is in right hand side, it means this force will be greater than this tension. Minus tension will be equal to mass of the horse and acceleration. So mark this as a 2. Now adding 1 and 2. Adding 1 and 2. Okay, now this tension will cancel and you can take acceleration common because it is same in both the cases. This acceleration would be then r cos theta minus friction force divided by total masses of cart and horse. So this is the equation how you can find the acceleration with which horse will have to move to pull the cart. Now let's explore this equation little bit more. From this equation also it is very much clear that r cos theta should be greater than this friction force, then only there would be a acceleration. Okay, so if r cos theta, this horizontal force, would be less than the friction force, then horse will not be able to pull the cart. Now after doing this till here, we can say that our horse cart problem is solved. I have explained you each and every concept of this problem, but after this, one important concept which you also have to take care. Now students, take care this, that it depends upon the way you are taking the system. Like in this case, case number 1, I am taking cart in the one system then I am writing the equations on this cart only in horizontal as well as in vertical direction, and I am taking horse in the another system. So I am marking the forces acting on this horse as a system, then writing again the equations in horizontal as well as in vertical direction. Now what will happen if I take horse and cart both together in one system? Okay, so diagram we already have. So let's take this horse and cart in one system. Now tell me how many forces are acting from the external side on this system. Now this horse and cart is one of body. You can say this both are one body. Horse plus cart. So from external side, how many forces would be act? One would be weight of the cart, weight of the horse. If we assume this both has a one body, then we can say this would be the weight of horse and cart combinedly, which will be equal to mass, total mass into G, means mass of the horse plus mass of the cart into G. This will be the total weight of the system. Okay. Another forces are acting. This horse is applying a force at some angle, which we have already discussed. So in response to this force, it will get a reaction in the same opposite direction of the same magnitude. It would have two components. One will be R cos theta, if this is angle theta, and then this is R sin theta. Reaction on the cart, this is the reaction on the horse, you can say. Okay, then friction force is acting on the cart as well as on the feet of the horse. Combinedly we are taking it as a friction force. Any other force which is acting on this system? Now we are ignoring this you have to take care. We are ignoring the tension now. We are not considering the tension because that is now internal force. We do not have to take care of the internal forces. Again I am repeating, it depends upon you that how many bodies you take in the system. If both the bodies I am taking in the system, then tensions which occur between cart and horse, that is the internal force now, that you have to you do not have to bother about. Okay, so on this body, one is friction force in horizontal R cos theta, in vertical one is R sin theta, horse, you can so reaction of horse, and on the same body there would be one more force which is in perpendicular, that is reaction on the cart. Now as I'm just writing the equation in horizontal direction, in horizontal. Now as this system is moving with the acceleration A, this body is moving with the acceleration A, then F net in horizontal direction will be equal to total mass of the system into acceleration. So it would be R cos theta minus friction force will be equal to total mass into acceleration. So R cos theta minus friction force is equal to mass total is mass of the horse plus mass of the cart into acceleration. Is this equation is similar to this? So yes. So from here also acceleration will come same, R cos theta minus friction force over mass of the horse plus mass of the cart. Now two cases I have discussed. Which is easiest case? Taking both as in one system. So you do not have to take care of the tension. Okay. So doing both the cases, case 1 and case 2, the concepts will be very clear. Okay. So thank you. With this, I have discussed with this very important problem of 11th standard. So I'm going to put more videos. Okay. And if you like my videos, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.